I really like this quote from Confucius. Tell me and I will forget. Teach me and I will remember. Involve me and I will learn. I think, it's a beautiful saying by Confucius, and to date, it can be easily applicable. You basically tell people, then most likely they'll retain that information for just a little while. After that, it may probably just dissipate. But if you teach them, I think that they will remember for a little bit longer period of time. But if you get people hands-on into a certain things, it could be anything, right? It could be, getting work on a car. It could be, setting up, building a house or something. Or it could be just, writing some code on or setting up infrastructure on AWS. Once you get people involved in those and give them a task, then actually they will remember. So, they will learn. They will know how to do it, right? So again, I just wanted to start off these sessions with that saying. Keep that in mind. What is the format of these sessions? This is going to be theoretical plus labs. So a lot of discussion would be from the PowerPoint, but I also would like to actually take you guys and do sort of a real-time experience on AWS account. So I will actually log into AWS, do some sort of EC2 instance setup, and maybe do some configuration on a security group. So those are kind of stuff would be involved, and that would give you an opportunity to actually work on those labs. And, at the end of these sessions, I can also assign you some homework, right? And then you guys can probably practice, and then you can come back and share questions, or maybe if you're running into problems, maybe I can help to a certain extent, obviously because of the, timing and remote work relationship. I will be actually uploading a PPT, the PowerPoint, this presentation, and recording sessions for this. So Shane, why don't you go ahead and record the session, and then we can probably share it with everyone. And some scripts that we will be doing in these, I can upload those scripts as well. And maybe the lab homework assignment will be uploaded to the Google account as well. So at the end, Shane will actually email it to all of you guys, that link to the Google account. Let's move on. We have divided this AWS learning into multiple sessions, right? So it's going to be, I think, Shane, correct me if I'm wrong, there are probably 6 sessions, 2 each month. Is that right, Shane?
That's right. That's right. We'll be having 2 sessions each month.
Right. So this is the very first session, and after that, of course, we would have 5 more sessions. In session 1, it's going to be mostly on the introduction to cloud, understanding of the basics of the clouds, right? And a lot of theory around this. Then we will get into the second session, which would be end of the month, and that's where we will actually get into the EC2, the advantages, the costing, the services available within the EC2, and also again, it is going to be tied with the couple hands-on experience, on the lab itself, right? So we will actually, I'll show you how to actually launch an EC2 instance. What are the ephemeral storage? What is the hard storage that you can actually use, the EBS, that kind of stuff. So that would be covering session 2. Session 3 would be on the storage side. AWS provides a lot of different variety of storage solutions. For example, it has an S3 solution, it has Glacier, EBS, EFS, Snowball, and EC2 instant storage, which is ephemeral storage. So I'll be talking about the storage in detail in that session 3. The session 4 would be accessibility. So this is going to be how the IAM works and the roles, permission, policies. This is going to be really important session, because then we are talking about the VPCs, virtual private cloud within AWS, security groups, right? And how do you actually secure your infrastructure? How do you actually make sure you set up rules for certain protocol like SSH versus FTP, SFTP, and for RDS, for the database and what ports you open, that kind of stuff. We'll talk about it. Again, we won't be going into too much details, right? This is going to be at least covering some basics around this this whole service. And again, once you start learning those, you can probably go back and then open up an account, create an account if you don't have any with AWS, and then start, getting your hands dirty, and then start, setting up security groups and VPC around the EC2 instance. We will take one or two EC2 instance, and we'll walk through that throughout these, 6 sessions. I would suggest the same thing for you guys. So you should probably, while you move along with these six sessions, you should probably create one single instance and start working your way up during these sessions. Put the IAM role around it, put VPC and whatnot. So this way, by the end of the 6th session, you can look back and say, okay, I started off with nothing. Now I got this whole, EBS and RDS connected to this whole EC2 instance, okay? The 5th session would be around the databases, right? So again, AWS provides different variety of databases, relation database, RDS, Aurora, Elastic Cache for the caching mechanism, and then data warehouse. So we have actually incorporated that within the database session as well. Then you have a BI tool, which Amazon provides, QuickSight. By the way, data warehouse, within AWS, you have Redshift. And again, it's a very powerful tool we use here at QuickStart Redshift quite a bit for all of our consolidation of our data from multiple sources. And then we have QuickSight on top of it to run queries for analytics. Again, we'll see that in action later on. So that would be session 5. Session 6 is going to be just a general question and answer, or if there is any one session that can bleed into the 2nd session. So we just kind of left one session open just into the basic question answers piece. Okay.